Quincy's yard waste pickup will resume in just a couple of weeks. Quincy's Central Service Office says yard waste pickup will resume on March 20th. Officials say the service stops in the winter and begins in the spring because it's just not common for residents to collect a lot of yard waste in the colder months. Quincy's Superintendent of Sanitation, John Schaefer, says there are only certain items that are acceptable to be collected.
Grass clippings, leaves, you can put sticks in there. They just can't be over 2 inches in diameter or over 4 foot long. But you know, pretty much any kind of stuff, something like that would be compostable.
Schaefer says the city provides this service to residents because it's another way they can recycle.